Look, I don't know how many times I gotta say this, but if she ain't black, I don't want her. She not melanated, she can't do nothing for me. Do you hear me? I ain't nothing against nobody that's pink or anything like that. But that's the message for today. Cause I'm sick and tired of having to tell people this, cause they still trying to shoot they shot at me and shit like that. I am only for a black queen. You hear me? That's it. I'm gonna love me a black queen. Like I told you, I'm gonna marry me a black queen. We're gonna have some pretty melanated babies, for real, for real. And I don't care who don't like it, for real. I can mind y'all goddamn business. But yeah, that's the message today. I hope y'all enjoy y'all day.
Meet Cartel Carter. He's a white guy who exclusively dates black women.
What?
Which is kind of odd in the United States of America. And he loves black women like no other.
So people always be asking me, like, where do black women rank in your life? Because you always talking about you love black women and you appreciate black women. Yeah, I'll let y'all know. So it goes God first, black women, and then breathing air directly below that. All right, y'all got it already.
I mean, doesn't he kind of remind you of Dr. Umar Johnson, but just white?
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. I said black queens forever, snow bunnies never. I said black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
Recently, Mr. Carter went viral for making a very interesting post on why white men don't really marry black women.
So I'm just going to let this be known. I do not hate pink people. I just dislike that pink people do. Like that whole thing with, the pink dudes, telling me, oh yeah, I like, black women too. Whole time, a lot of them don't like black women. They might be sexually attracted to black women, but they don't like them. There's a difference, okay? And that's what a fetish is right there. Like, for real, like, you are sexually attracted to a person, but you really ain't trying to have no relationship with them. You just want to try something. Or you want to rebel against your family because they dislike black people. So that kind of turns you on. It's like when somebody tells you no and you like, oh, like, you want to do it. Like, ain't going to tell me no. Like, I'm finna go do this. You feel me? So that's the type of shit that I dislike. And I'm not saying that I'm the only genuine pink dude out here that, appreciates black women. But I just feel like a lot of pink men do not really appreciate black women. And I'm not for that. I'm not feeling that. And I'm not finna get no more. I'm not finna get no tips on how to pull a black woman and implement the black woman. Like, hell no. Sorry, that's what I mean. They ops, you feel me? Them real live ops, for real. Because I'm about uplifting black women. I'm about appreciating black women. I'm not just about trying to get in, black women pants and shit. That's just not me, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I definitely, I ain't saying, like, again, I am sexually attracted to black women, but that's not my goal, for real, for real. But yeah, I just thought I had to, elaborate on that, for real. I hope y'all enjoying y'all day already.
So you know me, I had to do my research in the comment section to see what women actually agreed with this video. Okay, let's get into these Twitter responses. Raina says, thank you for the honesty, because this is something that I have experienced. It's hurtful. Then from there, you see the lady T says, been through this. He was definitely attracted to me, but he didn't like me at all. And Terry Love says, yep, you are so right. Been there and done that. Glad it's over. Woo! Y'all been over here going to these white men, getting y'all cheeks clapped, and they don't even want to be with y'all? See, this is what y'all not talking about, but we're going to expose it here because y'all feelings was hurt. Dealt with plenty of them. That's Leah Simone. Ooh, Leah, you was mad too, huh? Jamie, I've noticed that most of the times they will stare and not say a thing, and I just continue on with my day. Damn, boo. You could have hollered at me. This is so true. Oh my God. Okay? These are all black women talking about this. This is what keeps me from crossing over. I already knew this, but thanks for your honesty. No. Rainbow. Oh my God, you are so right about that, bro. And you are speaking the truth about that. Damn. Miss Brandy to go. Thank you so much for saying this because people swear I'm just mean as F when I call this out. Danielle goes, this is so true. Thank you for shedding light on this because it's so true. Damn, y'all be getting y'all hearts broken over there, huh? People don't talk about this enough. Damn, Jazz, I'm sorry about that, boo. This is real as F and absolutely accurate. I know that's right. Thank you for this. Nobody has ever addressed this. But a lot of black women that I've seen online have horrible dating experiences dealing with white men, although they felt at first they were going to get better treatment from white guys over black guys.
I feel like black men don't really want to have the conversation that black women actually do have more options that are available to them than are ever kind of proposed.
Yeah.
Because yes, black men, sure, it might be a little bit more difficult, but if you are willing to date outside your race, the options open up. And
I do, but wait, I have to give
a
give a caveat for this because I don't want to make any presumptions. As somebody who has been very open and transparent about my dating within and beyond black men, I just want to say that that's not necessarily the savior complex that people think. Unfortunately, because I think when I have this conversation with black women who have never dated outside of black men, they often have a romanticized fantasy ideal about what that is, kind of like non-black men will save us, and I don't know,
No,
straight to
that
Cam.
is not,
And I know that's not what you're saying,
Yeah.
right? But I do think like that was in the comments,
Yeah.
right, of kind of my bus driver gate. Well, sis, what they need to know is you can date non-black men. And you will still have many of the same perils because there are differences culturally, but men are men.
And then you have this sister who is now married to a black man after dating only white men for years.
Dating white men is not gonna solve your problem. And this is coming from someone who exclusively dated white boys. It's the same shit, different flavor. You hate black men because the first black man in your life let you down. I get it. I'm the president of Club Daddy Issues. But baby, changing the race that you date ain't gonna change your self-hatred. I mean, let's keep it a buck. If you hate black men as a black woman, you really hate yourself. I've been screwed over by white boys, I've been screwed over by black boys, and an asshole is an asshole regardless of what color it is. You looking for a great white man like there aren't great black men in abundance out here. And if you don't believe that, then you just aren't the woman that you need to be to attract them. Just keeping it real. Maybe you should try working through your trauma because trust me, ain't nothing better than being married to a good black man. So don't blame black men, blame your trauma.
And this next horror story takes the cake.
I was still in high school. I was so desperate for male validation and attention. I used to have a thing with this boy and he used to call me the N-word and I just let him. Not only did he call me the N-word, but he wanted me to call him my master as a term of endearment, and I did. He'll be like, what's up, my little N-word, or my little slave baby? And I'd be like, hey, master. Unsurprisingly, it turned out he never liked me, and I was just an inside joke between his friends.
So I had to do some more research, and I came across a video by a YouTuber by the name of Diamond Jackson. And the name of the video is called I've Never Been With a Black Girl Before. And I want you to kind of focus on what she's talking about and some of her experiences with white men.
Do not care about where I am and the numbers of black, non-black people that you've been with. And let me tell you why. So recently I got a message from this guy and he was being very, as always, vulgar, you know, sit on my face, yada, yada, yada. And I'm just like, why are you so, like, what is this fascination? And he says, I've never tasted a black
Damn! He never tasted what? A black you know what before? Bruh. Continue.
So, here's my thing. I do not cream Kool-Aid, so I doubt anything surprising is gonna happen. And my doesn't taste like fried chicken, so I don't know what you're expecting from sex with a black woman, like black women, from a black woman, or any oral sex whatsoever. So I was like, this is odd, because not that I've tasted, you know, myself, but I don't think that we come in different flavors, you know? And if we do, comment below and tell me if we happen to. I would be very curious to know what flavors different come in. But I was trying to explain this to him that I'm like, you know, I don't care that I would technically be your first. And you continuously making an emphasis on the fact that I'm black and that is what you're trying to attain is sex with a black person turns me off. Like, it's gone. I'm like, moisture levels depleted.
He dried you up, huh, boo? Booty clapping sounds?
Gone. And he could not quite understand that. So this is just kind of a message to, you know, white men. If you're trying to approach a black woman and you've yet to like have any physical interactions with a black woman, tread lightly when it comes to saying this is your first time with a black woman, because as much as black women are popping because we are in fact goddesses, I highly doubt that sex with us is so different from a white woman, you know, Latina, anyone different than a black woman that it would be to a point where you would have to document it, like log number 51. She creamed Kool-Aid. Like, nothing like that's gonna happen, I can assure you. So emphasizing that, you know, wow, you know, I've never been with a black woman, tread lightly. And if you do want to express, I've never been with a black person or a black woman before, be very, choose your words wisely. Because straight out saying, I've never been with a black person before, or asking me, oh, you've ever been with a white guy before? Y'all are not exotic. This is not the 1950s. I won't get lynched for sleeping with one of y'all. So yes, I've been with y'all, and I'm not going to tell you which number that you are in that realm, because it doesn't really matter at all. And even if you happen to be my first of any type, I'm not going to emphasize, hey, you're my first blank. That's just it. It's literally fetishism.
Now, this makes perfect sense to a certain degree. When I lived in Poland, a lot of the African ladies were on Tinder, and they were meeting white men all the time, and they would come back with this same complaint that these particular white men were not interested in them long term, but only wanted to kind of check the box off when it came to, you know, saying I've been with a black woman before. Now, some of the other issues can be culture, again, right? And that plays a lot into our dating and mating decisions. For myself, I'll tell you, I lived in Poland. The first day I got to Poland, there was a Polish lady that I met inside of a bar, okay? And she was working at the bar. Probably one of the nicest ladies that I ever met on the first time. And one of the reasons why I didn't want to get her number is because I knew that I probably would end up liking her. I could just kind of feel it. You know what I'm saying? And the reason that I didn't do that is because I'm gonna be honest. Number one, I do love my community. I do love black people, but I know that an interracial relationship would not have really been the best thing for my family, especially the kind of life I wanted to live. I would have been a hypocrite to that message. So it could have been that she would have been a really good opportunity for me. And other ladies that I met when I was in medical school, I lived in Poland, they were nice. I had plenty of opportunities to do that. But knowing what I wanted to do with my life and what I wanted to do as far in the community, in this Pan-African world, the African-American world, that's not gonna be accepted. So I was okay with not even going that route. And I think a lot of white guys feel that way too. You know, to bring in somebody that's not from your community, a person that's looked at for the most part as blacks, you know, we're kind of looked at, you know, some communities look at us as being inferior. Even if you fall in love with this person, it might be very difficult to explain to your own family why you like them, why you want to deal with them, right? But secretly, if the world was perfect, you might consider different. There are many factors of why this may happen. Let me give a shout out to JR Wisdom. He did this video originally, and the name of his video is called White Guy Reveals Why Black Women Are Marriage Material to White Men. Check his video below. Let me know what you think. And as you know, I appreciate you for all that you do. Thank you for watching the episode of Fair Use. We're out.